Playing left field, number 24, Dion Brown.
Working through some technical difficulties. Screen keeps cutting off on the live feed.
Like to welcome everyone in to our first broadcast opening day of 2023. The Greenwood Eagles, as we are down in the IP Classic in Georgetown, South Carolina, Mike Johnson Park, where the Clover Blue Eagles are being introduced. We're moments away from the national anthem. Our Greenwood Eagles were just introduced along the first base line, wearing the all-black uniforms today, TJ. And we'll pause just a moment for the national anthem, and we'll get you the starting lineups for today's broadcast.
Rest of staff for Clover. Number 5, Preston Lott. 11, Ryan Stewart. Number 15, Daniel Durham. Number 18, Corey Long. Number 21, Cody Higginbotham. Number 22, Austin Mitchell. 22, number 11, Ryan Stewart. 26, number 15, Daniel Durham. 37, number 18, Corey Long. Number 47, number 21, Cody Higginbotham. I apologize. Number 22, Austin Mitchell. 23, Cade Polish. Number 26, Caleb Barnwell. Number 37, Will Whitesides. Number 47, Brandon Smith. Our nation was playing of our national. I apologize, coaches. I don't have you on this roster. You please rise.
All right, national anthem's been played here. Moments away from baseball, the opening pitch for the 2023 season for the Greenwood Eagles. And TJ, a lot of excitement around the Eagles baseball program, and rightfully so.
Yeah, and we're seeing a good Clover team. Kid on the mound supposed to be throwing about low 90s here today. Greenwood decided to keep the black uniforms as they had them out for the night game last night. They got rained out, so we'll see how this hot beach weather and black uniforms go well together. If you've never been here, I can't tell you enough about these wonderful gnats that fly around and bite you and land all over you. So,
we were down here a couple of years ago, and I seem to have forgotten.
Well, I believe COVID drove them.
They weren't as bad, it seemed like a couple of years ago, but they are all over the place this morning. But a beautiful morning, mid-60s, a slight breeze coming off the Atlantic Ocean here, and we're just really steps away from the water here. And just a nice historical ballpark here at Mike Johnson Park, and we are working through some technical difficulties. I think we got it ironed out, but we're looking forward to bringing you this opening game today, and we'll get the lineups here in just a second for both teams, as Clover is the home team in this contest today. The first of two games, as TJ mentioned, this is a continuation of day one. Greenwood was supposed to play the nightcap against Clover last night. It got rained out, and it got pushed to the first game today. So Greenwood, originally scheduled for a 12:30 game, will now play their second game of the IP Classic today at 2 o'clock this afternoon against Blythewood.
Blythewood.
And
Bengals.
we'll get you some results here in just a moment. Trying to pull up Game Changer.
Blythewood lost last night. I do remember that.
Shortstop number 7, Matt Murray.
All right, Matt Murray is the first Eagle to step in the batter's box to officially start the season. The right-handed junior steps in against the big righty for the Blue Eagles. It's Eagles and Eagles here at Mike Johnson Park today, and we are underway. First pitch is swung on and fouled into the screen behind home plate. Clover in the all-white today. Curveball stays upstairs, evens the count at 1-1.
Looks like kid's last name is Joy, Joye, on the mound.
1-1 pitch is in there. Call strike 2. It's Murray, Aiken, and Tiller. 1, 2, 3 for the Eagles. Murray pops this one up in the infield. Shortstop coming in. Camps underneath it and will make the play for the first out of the season. So 1 out. Bring up Travis Aiken or TJ Aiken.
You'll get that right before he graduates. Yeah,
for sure. I do apologize. TJ steps in, the Old Dominion commit. Watches a fastball at the knees for strike 1.
Boys were up about 6:45. Are on the road at 6:45 this morning.
Next pitch, curveball fouled into the net. So the batting lineup looks like this for the Eagles. Murray, Aiken, Tiller, and then Evan Avery in the cleanup hole today. Patrick Wood, Luke Godwin, Jaden Adams, Landon Steele, and Ryan Stone. We'll get you those defensive assignments here in just a moment. As we're just underway from Mike Johnson Park. A little conference between the catcher and the pitcher here.
Got a 0-2 count on him.
Good contingent of Greenwood fans here. 0-2 pitch. Before the pitch, TJ calls for time. Here it is. Good location. Did he go? They said he did.
Wow. How can he make that call from first?
First base umpire made that call. So strikeout number 1 for the Clover Blue Eagles. There's 2 quick outs for the Greenwood Eagles in the top of the first. Bring up Elijah Tiller. Elijah brings a lot of accolades into his senior campaign. You know about his home runs last year. Continue that hot streak this year as he watches a curveball that misses outside. Here's the 1-0 in there for a strike. Good control we see from the pitcher, starting pitcher so far from Clover. Another curveball just low at the knees. Count goes to 2-1.
Working quickly.
Next pitch is in there for a strike. A lot of off speed, TJ.
Yeah, he started everybody off with a lot of off speed. Makes that fastball a little bit faster when it comes in.
Here's the 2-2 pitch to Elijah Tiller. Good location just outside.
He started to walk back to the dugout.
Well, Elijah started walking that way, and center fielder for Clover was headed to his dugout as well.
I guess Elijah wants that call when he's behind the plate.
Here's the payoff pitch, grounded toward third on one hop. Nice play by the third baseman. The throw over to first is in time for out number 3, so nothing going for the Eagles. In the top of the first, we played a half an inning from Mike Johnson Park. Scoreless game between Greenwood and Clover. Back at Mike Johnson Park, we go into the bottom of the first. You can see the contingent of Eagle fans who travel down to Georgetown, a lot of parents. Greenwood takes the field for the first time. Starting pitcher this morning for the Greenwood Eagles is senior Patrick Wood.
Got Ryan over at third and Patrick's normal spot.
Yeah, let's do the defensive alignment there, TJ. Can you go over that for us?
Sure, we got Pat Wood on the mound. We got Elijah Tiller behind the plate. Evan Avery at first. It's like Luke Godwin at second. Matt Murray at short. Brian Stone gets the start in third base today. And we got Reed Guy in left, Jaden Adams in center, and TJ Aiken in right. As Jaden may have the easiest job today, Jim, is he's got the short porch in center as TJ and Reed have the corners from the old football field.
Yes, 341 in the left field line.
Yeah.
And it's probably, 360?
In that gap, and then it's 281 on the foul pole.
Yeah.
So it takes a sharp turn out.
Weird configuration. Here we go. First pitch of the season for Patrick Wood. Misses low and away for ball 1. Patrick, an experienced pitcher for the Eagles, will be relied on heavily here early in the season. Nice pitch
Strike.
that time. Called strike. This is their shortstop. Not sure how you say his last name. Curveball in there, or actually bounces up to the plate, is CZYZ.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I was going to try to help you
I
out.
was going to say Czar, but that's not correct. Anyway,
Here
he lifts the
toward
ball
us.
up toward the right center field gap. Jaden drifts over. Sorry, I'm trying to pan and talk at the same time. Makes a nice play in front of us for out number 1. Pretty good barrel on that ball, but nice defensive play by the Eagles.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 24, Dion.
It's always good to start off with an out.
Dion Brown steps in for the Blue Eagles.
We traded pop-ups, see if we can trade a strikeout.
First pitch to him is curveball, misses in the dirt.
They must expect him to bunt, Jim. Look at where Matt Murray's playing.
Matt is inside the line there.
Not Matt.
That's
Ryan.
Ryan. Good speed. Familiar with this young man. Travel ball, and that one misses. So it's 2-0 count to the 2-hole hitter. Wood delivers downstairs. Good patience by Brown. So 3-0 count to the 2-hole. Hitting Dion Brown.
Takes a strike.
In there for strike one. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, graded foul by the third baseline. That's the dugout for Clover. Just a beautiful morning for baseball. Full day slate for the Eagles, as we mentioned. We have this game, and then there's a game in between, and then we play again at 2 o'clock.
Gonna be a hot one.
Blythewood. The sun is baking down on us as we're in long sleeves.
Yeah, I learned my lesson last time about them long sleeves.
Payout pitch is downstairs. Couldn't get Brown to chase, so Eagles put good speed on the base pads. Bring up the first baseman, Zonar.
Zonar.
Next up for Clover, first baseman, number 7, Cooper Zoner.
Cooper Zoner, first baseman.
Big lefty. We're perched in the outfield. They have a grandstand in the outfield here. Give you a little different view of the game today. This curveball is lifted out behind shortstop. Matt Murray ranges out there, makes the play.
Big out there.
That was a big out as he caught that one off the end of the barrel. 2 outs.
We may move the broadcast up behind home plate for the second game just to compare the two views.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 8, Hunter.
Well, let us know, fans, what you think. Two outs for the cleanup hitter. The catcher.
Oh, my goodness.
This ball's thrown away by Patrick Wood. This is going to allow Brown to move all the way from first to third. That's something you don't want to see out of your senior pitcher.
Nah, that was way off.
Possibly a little nerves early, but Brown with good speed after the throwaway will advance to third. So 2 outs, runner at third for the cleanup hitter. Got to be careful here. First pitch to him. Curveball in there for strike one.
Yeah, we had him. Speedy runner over at first. Got to be careful with your pitches now on all them off speed with a runner on third.
Here's the 0-1. This one is jerk foul, well foul down the third baseline.
I believe that made the parking lot on the street out there.
Parking
Got
lot
2
that
strikes now.
runs adjacent to that third baseline. So yeah, you're right. 2 strikes. Got to be careful here. 0-2 pitch.
Try to sneak the fastball in there.
Yeah, good location there. Just missed outside. 1-2
Not a bad
count.
miss with a 0-2 count.
Exactly. Here's the 1-2 with a runner on third.
3. Bring him up.
Curveball, he wanted it, as did half of the Eagles' defense.
Hey, he didn't call it on Elijah a while ago. So.
But just missed, so.
Wow, that was a big pitch.
2-2.
Pat's experience on the mound here, so he's trying to screw with his timing, I guess.
Here's the 2 pitch. This was lifted into the gap in left center field. That's trouble. That makes its way all the way to the wall. 1 run will score, and the cleanup hitter has a gap double to left center field. and Clover leads 1-0. That was a shot, TJ.
Yeah, it was. He just threw that thing right down the wheelhouse.
Yeah, that one got between Jaden and Reed Guy in that big gap over there in left center field. You can see that runs all the way, as TJ said, to that corner.
Old football field, so it's more of a rectangle in the outfield.
So still 2 outs for the 5-hole hitter. Swung and miss. First pitch he sees. Clover with another runner in scoring position.
Zolo.
Cameron Zolo is your DH.
Where is Clover, Jim?
Inside. It's up there, like Rock Hill area.
Okay. I was just wondering, we got a lot of names that we don't normally hear. His last name.
Yeah, we went to Clover this summer, Legion Ball. No, that was Lancaster, wasn't it?
Similar area, probably.
2 outs, 1 in for the Blue Eagles. They lead 1-0. We play in the bottom of the first. Patrick Wood getting the start for the Eagles today. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Good pitch that time.
Like a changeup.
So 1-1 count. This was grounded out towards short. Murray is there, scoops it up, throws across for out number 3. And that'll end the first inning for the Clover Blue Eagles, but not before they get 1 run on 1 hit. We played 1 from Mike Johnson Park with your score. Clover 1, Greenwood 0.
Bro, you know they got that no bag policy. Like, I just walk right in the gate with all that stuff. This ain't nothing. Like, give me my stuff. Let me go.
Back at Mike Johnson Park, 1-0 Clover. Appreciate Benji Shirley watching, keeping us straight, TJ. Let us know. We were close.
We were close.
You
were close.
In the Rock Hill
I had no
area.
idea.
Clover's been very competitive here lately. It's a growing area. First up for the Eagles here in the top of the second will be Evan Avery.
He's efficient, Jim. This pitcher was a strike thrower.
He swings and fouls off the first pitch he sees. Next pitch, nice curveball. We've seen a lot of it. That swooping curveball that breaks away from the right-handed hitters, and it's in there for strike 2. And
another 0-2 count.
this pitcher's doing a really good job of getting ahead in the count. Next pitch is down and away. 1-2 count. Just underway. Beautiful day in Georgetown, South Carolina. Like to rub it in a little bit to all those in school today. This one's lifted up towards center field right at us, but center fielder has a beat on it, and he will reel it in for out number 1.
Right at our feet there, Jim. Got under that one. We just need some base runners.
Yep. So far, the Eagles have been 4 up, 4 down.
Coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 2, Pat Wood.
Bring up Patrick Wood. Eagles are putting it in play.
They're going to need to swing because he's in the strike zone.
He's doing a great job. This was lifted out toward left, and the Eagles have their first hit of the season, a little backside single from Patrick Wood that finds its way into right field. So they'll bring up Luke Godwin, the starting second baseman today.
Always good to get that first hit. 1 hit apiece now for each of them.
So Wood takes his lead off first as Luke Godwin, the sophomore. Watch his fastball downstairs for ball 1. Luke got a lot of playing time last year as a freshman.
Yeah.
Looking for a big sophomore campaign.
See if we can't get Pat Wood around to help himself out.
As they chase him
throw
back.
Over.
On deck is Jaden Adams, another young sophomore. Pitches inside. Good blend for this year's Eagles team. You know, got a lot of experience, but you also blend in some. You got 3 starting sophomores.
Yeah.
In the lineup. Next pitch is swung on, high bouncer toward third. He turns and looks to second. He will get the out there. Nice play by the third baseman.
Very good play. So he made it cross his body, throw to second.
He did a quick glance back to see where the runner was, and good recognition, realizing that Patrick's not the fastest player, and he was able to get the 5-4 put out on the force. So 2 outs. Brings up center fielder Jaden Adams. Jaden fouls the first pitch he sees off. Had a good time with y'all last night down at the waterfront here in historic Georgetown.
Where was that? The Buzzards Roost or something
Buzz's Roost. Give them a little shout out. We got rained out, so we had to find a restaurant. Had some good conversation.
Yeah. And if your mom and dad's listening, Jim was he kept it under control last night. I know he can get out of control sometimes when we get to the bar, but
absolutely not true. As Patrick Wood goes diving back, or actually that's Godwin. Swung on and missed by Jaden Adams that time. Each pitcher's given up 1 hit so far, but the big difference was the gap double by Clover has propelled them out to a 1-0 lead as we play in the top of the second. Godwin goes diving back in head first. Pretty good sneaky move that time.
Yeah. You better stay on your toes.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit backside, but foul.
You get that thing down that right field line, and it starts going down that fence line. You can run for a while.
Got the ivy down the fence over there.
Nice, clean landscaping. Whoever does that.
Field is in immaculate position or
condition.
There we go. This was hit up the middle. That's another hit for the Eagles. Good job by Jaden Adams hitting behind in the count. Sends a 1-2 pitch into center field.
Brings up the young Steele.
Landon Steele, who's DHing today, had a little injury he's been nursing back from. Seems to have hit the Steele household. A lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Been very fortunate over the years. First and second, 2 outs. Still watches the fastball downstairs. Landon, of course, a sophomore. Younger brother of Lowndes. Runners take their leads. This one's downstairs as well. So 2-0 count.
Backstop doesn't look to be very far behind the home plate.
It's a pretty tight setup behind home plate. I was able to walk around up there a couple years ago when we were down here. It is very compact. 0-2 pitch or 2-0 pitch. Outside pitcher the catcher tried to frame it. You know, that curveball doesn't quite have the same effect coming in on the lefty as it does on the righty. Still will be taken, I'm sure, on a 3-0 count. In there for strike one.
And he didn't just pump that thing down the middle, Jim. He picked on the outside, so he knows how to work the strike zone.
Feels pretty confident in his abilities. Here's the 3-1 with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. This was grounded out towards second. Toward the second baseman, throws over and gets still by a step. And that'll end the threat for the Eagles in the top of the second. They do get a couple of hits, but they leave 2 on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Clover 1, Greenwood 0. Back with you from the ballpark. This beautiful Friday morning. Eagles trail by 1 to the Blue Eagles from Clover. And TJ, just a slow start early. Greenwood's working through their lineup for the first time, and it's important, I think, for Patrick to go out and get a goose egg right here. And looks like Greenwood will be able to flip their lineup as we go to the third. So some of these guys will be seeing the pitcher for the second time.
Yeah, that'll be important. And if we can get out of this inning, they won't be able to turn their lineup over yet.
Patrick Wood with the curveball. Beautiful pitch in there for strike one.
A lot of off speed by both teams.
This is lefty Bartolotti, third baseman. Another curveball that quite catched the inside corner. So,
but don't you think those things move like this? Like they come across the plate?
Late movement. This one's lifted up and away over the backstop. So 1-2 count. Patrick pitching ahead. We were talking during the break. He's up to how many pitches?
Oh, Pat said
23.
20.
This one's grounded up the middle. Tough play for Murray. Gets through to center field. That was a little CNI single. Thought Murray had a chance to range to his left.
Went right between both fielders.
Went between him and Luke Godwin, the second baseman. So a leadoff single for Bartolotti. And they'll bring up Pilgrim. Appreciate you being with us today. Got a good Good audience on hand. We hope we got a good game for you. We feel like we do. Clover is a very good team. Runner on first. This ball's hit. One hopper to Murray to second for one. The turn will be not in time.
Good job by Elijah back in that throw.
Elijah Tiller was hustling down the line, as you mentioned, TJ. But a good play by Matt Murray. Got a little friendly bounce there and was able to get the force at second. So a big out. They'll bring up Sanders, the second baseman, as they are working deep in their lineup. This is the 8-hole hitter.
Got a name we can say.
Got a name. Next two are good. Sanders and Wilson.
Okay.
Sanders, a right-handed hitter. Upstairs. Well, call strike.
I know the PA announcer's telling us what the names are, but we got these headphones on now. You can't hear him talking.
And we're 400 feet away.
Yeah.
Runner takes his lead. Wood chases back as Avery applies the tag. One nothing Clover. In case you just joined us, we play in the bottom of the second. Clover being the home team. That ball just missed.
I believe if he holds on to that, we might get a strike there.
One count to the batter. One away. Patrick Wood throws back over to first.
It'll be a long day with Pat Wood on the mound, it seems. He takes his time.
Chases over again, the runner. That's Pilgrim, who just hit into the force play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Misses outside. Now Tiller's getting involved, throwing down to first.
That was close there. Got to be careful, boy. Get that ball way down that line out there.
A lot of room down there, too. Here's the pitch to the plate.
Pitch.
Call strike. Evens the count at 2-2.
A lot of baseball experience on that field out there today, Jim. Guys should know where they're supposed to be.
Already had one miscue there, the throwaway in the first. Don't need another one. 2-2 pitch. Curveball fouled out of play.
The smell here today is not too bad, Jim.
Boy, it's strong when we came in yesterday. 2-2 curveball hung and slapped foul down the third base line.
About 2 feet.
Of course, this park is nestled in an old neighborhood. Got the tree-lined streets.
Reminds you of an old mill field, like a Legion field or something, but put a lot of money in this field over the years, I'm told.
2-2 is slapped up and away. Got a good battle brewing between the pitcher and the hitter. A 2-out RBI doubles the difference in the ball game at the moment. 1-0 Clover. They struck for one in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul back.
Good battle here. Sanders looks to be the 8-hole.
Runner takes his lead. 2-2 once again outside.
Full count.
Full count. As Sanders has done a good job of driving Patrick's pitch count up. He's up to 33 pitches now as he throws back over to first.
It's Blythewood and Dutch Fork played last night. They're in our bracket. Dutch Fork beat Blythewood.
They all pitch. Runner on the move. Swung on strike three, but the throw goes into center field. Runner trips over the bag at second.
Wow, he hit the ground hard.
Yeah, he appears to be shaken up, but that is, what did they call here? I had that as the second out. Did they call interference?
It must have called batter interference.
Looks like
On the
batter's
throw.
interference on the throw was the call. That could explain why the throw.
Okay, so we get a strikeout and a batter's interference for a double play.
That's right.
There.
That appears to be the case. So that's the way the second inning will end. We play 2 from Mike Johnson Park with your score: Clover 1, Greenwood 0. We work our way into the top of the third. Eagles will send up 9-1-2 to the plate. Eagles got a couple of hits, left a couple of runners on base in the top of the second, and then that weird ending to the bottom of the second. So the difference in the ballgame right now, TJ, is the big 2-out double, as I mentioned earlier, in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, got a pitcher's duel with Pat Woods, got 35 pitches. And Clover's pitcher comes in with 31 into this inning. So both pitchers are doing well. Unfortunate, a walk and a hit gets us down 1-0. But
both teams with 2 hits. So it'll be Ron Stone, the third baseman, then back to the top, Matt Murray and TJ Aiken. Let's see if we can get to the starting pitcher. Joy, who's pitched well. Here we go. Top of the third. First pitch, Stone sees is swung and miss. That swooping curveball falls out of the zone that time. 1-1.
he works much quicker than Patrick.
Man, we're going to need some sunscreen out here today.
That's why I wore my little thin pullover with the hood on it. Keep my neck from getting burnt.
2-1's your count. Same here.
That's why I've been growing my beard, man. So
Yeah, there you go.
Burn.
Keep the sun off the face as Stone hits a one-hopper to third. Throw over is in time for out number 1.
We need to hit it somewhere besides the third baseman, as he seems to be a good fielder.
Eagles get back to the top with 1 out this time. Matt Murray steps up.
Big Wayne. Matthew Wayne Murray.
I know Matt's got some family watching. First pitch he sees in the second at bat is that curveball that's tough on that righty. in there for strike one.
And we got the travel ball dad section up there on the top row, Jim.
I'll get a good shot of them here in a minute. Another curveball in there, strike two. That was beautiful. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Man, good location that time.
Yeah.
Just missed with the fastball. That's a good 0-2 miss.
Very good pitcher. Impressed.
It's a 1-2 pitch.
Oh, good layoff there.
Very good layoff indeed from Matt that time. That looked good for a long time. Then it broke out of the zone. So 2-2 is your count. One away. This ball slapped up and will make its way into the streets for foul ball. We'll do it again at 2-2.
Got him. Run. A foul ball.
Just a foul tipped it. Nasty pitch there.
Yeah, that was good job by Matt at touching that pitch.
Sure Greg's here somewhere. Is that curveball? Good battle there as he fouled that one off. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Good eye. Very good at bat.
Good job of battling back. See if he can work a walk. 1 out walk and get to the heart of the lineup. Be huge to get him on base with 1 out.
Yes.
Curveball slap up and out of play. Very good at bat by Matt.
You have to decide on that one early because that thing looks like it's coming right at you and then it comes back across the plate. So good job there.
Here's another payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off.
Run that pitch count up.
Joy, the starting pitcher, up to 45 pitches, 28 strikes. Been very efficient. Another payoff pitch to the Eagles' leadoff man. Here it is.
Good at bat. Way to come back.
Stayed inside. Not sure where that missed. Matt broke early to first.
I believe Matt's movement where he jerked out of the way helped get that call.
Obstructed the view. We'll take it.
He sold it to the umpire.
Very good at bat by Matt.
Nothing else.
You're right. Just a very experienced at bat.
Got the right fielder backing up here for TJ. See if we're giving him a lot more grass to hit into.
TJ steps in with 1 out. He's 0 for 1 today. He slaps this one foul over the third base dugout.
He's going to have to stop that. That's near my Jeep.
TJ struck out his first at bat. He got behind early in the count. Like to see him be aggressive. These early pitches. Good eye that time as the fastball's low. So the count's 1-1.
So he likes to work. He's on the mound ready to go. Glad we don't have the batter's clock. TJ might be getting a strike here.
Throw over to first. Not in time to get a head first diving Matt Murray back to the back. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Aiken. Murray on the move. Fastball outside. The throw down will be late. Not a great throw that time. Matt, good job. Pretty good break.
It was close.
Ran on the fastball. Good throw. Probably gets Matt there, but
he threw to the wrong side of the bat. He threw to the shortstop side instead of the second base side. Shortstop didn't like the call there.
Eagles get a runner in scoring position now. And, well.
What just happened here? Call TJ out on batter's interference.
Wow. That's a second batter's interference we've seen already. We'll try to get an explanation here. But, yeah, they called batter's interference on TJ, sent Matt back. That's a huge play. As Elijah Tiller steps in. Tiller watches the curveball inside. I didn't see it. With the naked eye,
we're looking at the play at second.
It was a fastball outside. So unless he stepped across the plate,
yeah, I'm not sure. We got it on video. We'll go back and watch it.
1-0 is slapped into the net behind the home plate.
Jim, he's swinging for
he's
the ball out here with us.
He's trying to give the Eagles his first home run of the season and the first lead of the season. I'm going to have to go buy some short sleeve shirts, man. All I wore was brought with these lightweight hoodies. It's hot. Here's the 1-1.
Here it comes.
Lifted out toward us.
It's not enough.
Pretty good hit, but the center fielder is ranging over, will make the play for allowed out number 3. So the batter's interference call for the second straight inning kills a little momentum for the Greenwood Eagles. We played 2.5 with the Eagles trailing Clover 1-0. Back with you from Mike Johnson Park. Appreciate you being with us. Greenwood trails 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third. We'll pan in to get a shot of our Greenwood section there. You might know some of those people.
Got a good contingent of folks.
We were talking just a second ago, and, 2 batters interference calls already in this ball game. Must be a point of emphasis this year with the officials.
Yeah, I just was telling you, I don't know that I've ever seen 2 in a game, let alone 2 in back-to-back innings on crucial plays.
Well, we worked to the bottom of the third. Patrick Wood done a pretty good job. Has held Clover to just a couple of hits.
Yeah, one
just a timely hit.
Air throwing.
Yep.
On a walk. But Greenwood's hanging in there. Just got to put some more balls in play. 2 hits apiece. Both pitchers have 1 strikeout and 1 walk apiece so far.
So here we go. Patrick Wood, as the batter squares to bunt. Clover back to the top of their lineup as well after this batter. This is the 9-hole hitter. So both teams are about in the same spot as this one bounces up to the plate. 2-0 count.
Pat's at 36 pitches.
We were down here a couple years ago. This game's quite a contrast from our opening game. We were talking about it last night, Somerville. That was a high-scoring affair.
Was 17-15. They come back and won a walk-off in the bottom of the last inning.
Yeah, I think we went extra innings.
Maybe extra innings, yeah.
2-1 count. Another swing and miss, 2-2. Good bounce back from Patrick. Patrick been around the strike zone much of the morning. Nice job. Got 3 swing and misses for first strikeout of the day. Actually, yeah. Second. No, yeah, it is. Back-to-back strikeouts. He got one to end the last inning. So big first out as Clover goes back to the top of their lineup. This is their shortstop, Sam Ziz. That's how they pronounce that.
Sam Ziz.
Nice curveball in there. Patrick in a little bit of a rhythm.
Got some work movement over in the bullpen. Good pitch.
Had the batter
buckling on that one.
To get out of the way.
At our angle, it looked like it was about to hit him in the head.
I was about to say this one gets away from Patrick.
Yeah.
0-2 count. Well,
that one did.
That one did. So we spoke a little bit too soon. So
we jinxed him into it.
1 out.
Sorry, Pat.
Hit by pitch brings up the 2-hole hitter, Dion Brown. He walked. He came around and scored the only run.
Coming to the plate, number 24.
After he was at first and the pickoff attempt went astray and he was able to move over to third base. So runner takes his lead off first. Brown takes a fastball upstairs for ball 1.
And you expect coaches to be looking to run on somebody that's throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. So
next pitch, that's that curveball in there for strike 1. Tiller dropped it momentarily, but the runner was not able to advance. 1-1 count, 1-0 ball game, bottom of the third. As Patrick chases the leadoff batter back. So the last time we gave a free pass, it hurt us, TJ. The only walk issued by Patrick so far. He came around to score. Let's see if we can do better this time. Ground ball hit foul over at first.
Good little scoop there by Evan in foul territory.
So 1-2 count. Need another batter's interference call. Runner takes his lead. Patrick throws over. You mentioned some activity down in the bullpen. That's Andrew Driver warming up.
Mr. Driver.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Brown not chasing the curveball, so 2-2 count. To the plate. Hit hard into the hole past Matt Murray at short into left field. So 1 out single. Third hit of the contest for the Blue Eagles. So they have runners at first and second with 1 out for Zoner, the 3-hole hitter, big lefty, first baseman.
Anybody listening, I just got a call from District 50. It says they're going to be working on a half day.
Day, must have some wind.
Due to inclement weather possibility.
Got that text a few minutes ago. I just looked down at it.
Now batting number 7.
That'll make a lot of people happy.
Sometimes I hope we don't take it for granted. You know, one day we may have that weather that they're cautious about. And good pitch.
First pitch in there for a curveball. Yeah, you know, it's always better to err on the side of safety because it only takes one time to miss it.
It's not worth one person's life.
And you're exactly right. You'll have to live with that forever. So I know a lot of people don't understand that. They criticize our leaders who make very responsible decisions, and you have to go that route. You really have no choice when you're dealing with the lives of young people.
And you hope employers understand that too.
This pitch is
Evan
swung
with the
on
double play.
right at Evan Avery at first, and he steps on the bag and doubles up. Nothing you can do there. Nice defensive play from Evan Avery on the line drive, and the Eagles get out of the jam in the bottom of the third. We played 3 with your score Clover 1, Greenwood 0. Back with you from Georgetown, South Carolina. Beautiful morning. Baseball and Jim Still along with TJ Avery. Appreciate those that are texting us and keeping us updated with what's going on in Greenwood. We just got word the District 50 is on a half day today due to high winds, and appreciate Ty Vines listening as well. As we work our way into the 4th inning here, and the Greenwood Eagles in the heart of their lineup. Evan Avery will start it off. Just made that spectacular defensive play at first. Swings and fouls. First pitch he sees off.
A little aggressive after the play there with the bat.
Greenwood needs a little offense. They have garnered a couple of hits, but hadn't been able to get the timely hit. It'd be Evan, Patrick Wood, and Luke Godwin.
Joey's up to 53 pitches here.
Next pitch is fouled up and out of play as well. Appreciate Greenwood High School Athletic Director Sparky Hudson. Sparky's all over the place, man. He took his daughter up to Kentucky, and he's on his way back, watching the game, listening to it. I hope he's not watching it coming down the road. Sparky, be careful on the road, brother. This ball is grounded to shortstop on a couple of hops, ranging over and firing over to first for out number 1. Nice defensive play by the Eagles. They look to be a really solid defensive club.
Yes.
As they have a lefty warming up in the bullpen.
Very good ball team.
So Patrick Wood steps in. Got 1 of 2 hits for the Eagles. He and Jaden Adams. 2 singles. Fouls off. First pitch. This might be the last inning of work for the starting pitcher for Clover, Joy. He's pitched well, but he's getting up toward.
He's at 54.
54. Don't want to throw too many early in the year. All speed misses outside.
See if Pat can get us going again.
1-1 count to the senior. Pat's pitched well. Watches a strike.
This umpire has got his allotment of off-speed pitches for the weekend in this game, I believe.
Here's the 1-2 pitch downstairs, so he'll go 2-2. 1-3-0 for Clover. 0-2-0 for the Eagles. This one's grounded foul by the third baseline. So we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed with the big sweeping curveball. That's out number 2. Only the second strikeout.
Yeah.
From
not a bad day out of
Joy.
the Eagles. And
he's really been in complete control. Luke Godwin steps in. He force play. His last at bat, a little 5-4 force play. Watches a curveball. High.
Working with 2 outs.
This was swung on and fouled into the backstop. One count. First of 2 games today. Join us around 2:30ish this afternoon for game 2. This one's downstairs.
Is that a 2-1 count?
Eagles will be taking on Blythewood in the second game today.
Blythewood is 0-1. They lost last night to Dutch Fork, 7-5.
This ball's grounded up the middle. Shortstop ranges over, makes a nice play. Throw over is not in time. Oh, they called him out. Called him out at first. Sorry, I didn't pan out for you there, guys, but it was a bang play at first base to get Luke Godwin. So nothing going for the Eagles in the top of the 4th. They still trail 1-0 from Mike Johnson Park in Georgetown, South Carolina. We move to the bottom of the 4th from Mike Johnson Park. Eagles trail Clover 1-0. Clover's your home team today, so they're batting here in the bottom of the inning.
They got a lefty warming up in the bullpen, it looks like.
First pitch is grounded up the middle. Godwin over to his right, but not in time.
He lost his footing, couldn't throw.
He did. He slid on the dirt just a little bit. You saw it there. And nice speed by the batter.
That's his second hit. I believe that's the kid that got the double a while ago to score the run.
You're right.
Zolo.
This is the catcher. Now he's got 2 hits, that double and the infield single. There's a pinch runner for him. DH Zolo steps in. Takes Patrick Wood. So 0-1 count. The leadoff batter aboard for the Blue Eagles. They lead 1-0 over our Greenwood Eagles as we play in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch is downstairs. Evens the count at 1-1. Wood to the plate. That's that curveball that's been very effective for him today. Swung on and missed. Row over.
54 pitches for Pat.
Patrick's really done a good job. 3 1/3 so far. 3 hits, 1 run, 1 base on ball, 2 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball lifted foul.
Foul ball.
Over behind the first base dugout as you see Andrew Driver warming up in the bullpen. He'll enter this game at some point in time. Here's another 1-2 pitch. Ground ball hit to shortstop. That one gets underneath the glove of Murray and trickles onto the outfield grass. That time Matt just kind of overran that one.
He done that at practice one day. He's getting really quick to the ball. He's going to have to stutter sometimes, but it looks like the dirt out there on the edge of the grass is really soft because he slid down the same way Luke did.
So that puts runners at first and second. That will be Greenwood's first error of the day. Still nobody out. Nice bunt laid down at third. Stone really doesn't have a chance that time as Greenwood was in a bunt coverage where they were charging with the first baseman, TJ, and perfectly executed play. I love that. Bunt into where the runner's going.
Yeah, you always want to make that third baseman field that ball.
Nice bunt by Bartolotti. Can't see his name. And now Pilgrim. Center fielder. He's 0 for 1, but he's up now with the bases loaded. No one out in the bottom of the 4th.
3 infield hits, Jim.
Well, they gave an error on the.
Yeah, I mean, just saying 3 ground balls in the infield.
Right.
Bases loaded.
Point noted. Bases loaded, hadn't got the ball out of the infield.
Takes a strike there.
0-1 count, no outs. Greenwood needs a little double play action here. Wood. This one's lifted out towards center, right at us here. It's going to be played by Jaden Adams. It should be deep enough to score the runner. Nice throw into third by Adams. And sliding just underneath the tag there was the base runner. Eagles do get an out, but Clover gets a big second run of this ball game, and they get runners up 90 feet.
Yeah, that was a big hit. Deep enough. Got to do some limiting damage right here.
So Sanders steps up. 2-0 Clover. Sanders bats in that 8-hole. Swings and misses at bat. Second and third still for Clover.
As Evans playing in on the grass. Trying to keep that run from scoring. Good pitch.
Next pitch is a curveball in there for strike 2. Ground ball to third, right at Stone. He comes home, and they will make the tag there to avoid giving up the third run of the ball game. So nice play that time as that ball was hit straight to Ryan at third.
He must have been breaking on the ball because that was not a good read.
Not a good read at all. We'll take it.
Yeah. And we got a runner at first, so we got to force at first and second right now.
So with the out at home, runners will now be at first and third, as TJ mentioned, 2 away for the 9-hole hitter, Wilson. He struck out his last at bat. Got to be careful, Patrick. Just a little lollipop throw over to first.
You got to be paying attention no matter which base you at with him. I think he and Evan have played enough ball together. Evan knows to pay attention.
2-0 Clover. 2 outs now. Downstairs, gets away from Tiller, bounces back. Do we have a play at the plate? Diving in. Did he apply the tag? He got him. Nice job. That's that short backstop we're talking about, TJ. It ricocheted off that wall, came right back to Tiller, who alertly dives.
6'3" frame.
Yes, came in handy and dives and gets the base runner breaking for home. And the Eagles avoid any more damage in the bottom of the fourth. They do give up a run of a couple of hits. We played 4 from Mike Johnson. Your new score, Clover 2, Greenwood 0.
Welcome back to Mike Johnson Park, Georgetown. Due up for the Eagles will be Jaden Adams and Landon Steele and Ryan Stone. Jaden is a 1-for-1 on the day. Nice play there at home plate by Elijah to get us out of the bottom of that inning. Keep it a 2-0 game. As we get ready for the pitch here. Jaden swings and misses. Strike 1. Clover's looking at 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. Greenwood is looking at 0 runs, 2 hits, 1 error through 4 innings. So he takes a ball low there, makes it 1-1. I believe Greenwood just needs some base runners. Try and put some pressure on. He's up to 65 pitches here. Getting a sign from Coach Baker there. 65 pitches on a 2-1 count. Fouls it off, makes it 2-2. We knew that short backstop would come into play at some point, Jim.
It's big on that last play for sure.
Jaden fouls another one off back behind the first base dugout. Looks like it made it to a porch, Jim. So homes are pretty close here.
Everything's a little compact through here.
Oh, froze him.
Nice curveball.
Oh, he didn't call it. Wow.
Catcher popped up. Jaden already going toward the dugout. Wow.
Is that the third time in this game that's happened? Hey,
Must have missed a little high.
Yeah, he called it high. Good job. Jaden on the foul ball there on the fastball.
Jaden's batting 1,000. He's 1 for 1.
Yeah. Full count here. Just need a base runner to get things started. Got the swinging K instead of the backwards K there for out number 1. It's only the second strikeout of the game for Greenwood.
Third.
No. We have 2. They have 3.
We have 3.
Oh, we have 3. They have 2. Gotcha.
Patrick and TJ.
Patrick, TJ, and now Jaden reading it backwards.
Landon takes ball 1.
He hits a large pop fly over to left as the left fielder runs out and makes a catch over by foul territory for out number 2. Good running play there by the left fielder. Loses his hat on the play.
Nice play. He went a long way. Kind of caught it right there on that railing. So 2 quick outs. Greenwood still trying to find their offense against this pitcher who's pitched very well today. Joy.
72 pitches. They're 2 outs in the 5th. Ryan takes the ball up and in.
Greenwood had the long layoff. We saw our last scrimmage was a week ago? Over a week ago? So this one falls foul on the first baseline.
Similar plays as the right fielder took off after that ball. Luckily, it stayed outside the fence. Making a 1-1 count.
Just a little rust, live pitching against a, pretty good arm.
This is a good ball team. They're very fundamentally sound. Haven't pieced together enough hits to get them going. Another pop up here to the first baseman. The wind brings him back to the cut of the grass. That'll do it for Greenwood in the top of the 5th. As we go 1, 2, 3 there as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Greenwood trails 2-0.
Back with you from Mike Johnson Park. You see the scoreboard. Eagles trail 2-0. They need to hold serve here as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Greenwood just haven't been able to get any offense going. Only a couple hits scattered in the lineup there between Patrick Wood and Jaden Adams. A couple of singles. That's been it. Pretty good performance, pitching performance for Clover, and they're starting right-handed pitcher. And Patrick Woods pitched well in his own right, TJ.
Yeah.
Just hadn't been able to get any offensive support behind him. So here we go. First pitch in the bottom of the fifth as batter squares to bunt. Pulls back, watches ball instead. They're at the top of their order. So big inning here for the Eagles.
1-1 count here.
This ball's hit weakly out in front. Nice play by Patrick. Throws over to Avery at first for the 1-3 put out.
Nice nonchalant out there.
So one away. 2-hole, Dion Brown. He scored one of the 2 runs for Clover.
Got a little shift on the infield there. Matt's playing back in the hole, and Luke's shaded toward second base, back on the cut of the grass.
First pitch to him is downstairs. Actually, that was the 9-hole hitter. This is leadoff here because of the ricochet off the backstop, the third out. So this guy's officially 0 for 1.
Good pitch.
Starting shortstop assist. Curveball misses outside. So 2-1 count.
Very quiet.
Yeah,
area.
man. Just got a little Friday morning feel to it. AC Flores here. They'll play him Blythewood after this game.
No, we play Blythewood. They're playing is it Carolina Forest?
Carolina Forest, you're right. 3-1 count to the batter. Of course, Flores got the unmistakable
powder blue like Ole Miss.
Yep.
Old school Cardinal.
3-1 pitch misses outside for ball 4. So 1 out walk to the leadoff batter. I bring up Dion Brown.
It's like Andrews in his 3rd inning of warm up.
As we got a mound visit from Coach Baker. Patrick's pitched very well. Let's see if we'll make a move here. It does appear to be the case. We've got our first pitching change of the season. Your new Greenwood Eagles pitcher will be senior Andrew Driver.
Are we losing the DH now? As Pat takes his spot at 3rd and Ryan comes out of the game. Or Andrew goes in Ryan's spot batting. That's probably what's going to happen.
Right. So close the book on Patrick Wood. Pretty good outing, TJ. 4 1/3, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 base on balls, 2 strikeouts, 75 pitches, 45 strikes. He's faced all 19 batters up to this point. And did what he needed to do.
You're 1 error away from a 1-0 game. And
that was a 2-out double.
With this team, you expect if you can keep a team to 2 runs, you have a chance to be in the game. Clover's done a really good job of keeping that batting order stagnant so far.
A public service announcement. The barbecue sandwiches today are brought to you by Winyall Bay Cafe.
So Andrew will inherit a base runner at first. There is one out.
Like got a little Madagascar music out here today.
Partner between the bugs and the sun. The sun's behind us. Is really hitting our back there. But
Coming to the plate for Clover,
been
number
pretty
4, Dion Brown.
pretty tough environment
Yes.
for us. All right, Dion Brown steps in. Driver's first pitch is a pickoff move. Got him. How about that? That's huge.
Wow.
As Andrew Driver came set and caught the base runner flat-footed. I like it. You see it a lot of times. We talk about it all the time. The best time to try to steal a base is after a pitching change. And
caught him sleeping.
Big
out.
So 2 outs now. Nice pitch at the knees for strike.
Good way to come on to the mound there, Andrew.
Very nice. Next pitch to Brown is just outside. Looked good.
And Evan will bring them tags down really quick and hard over there at first. So if you get it accurate, he makes a good play usually.
Next pitch is low and away. 2-1 count. 2 outs now. 2-0 ball game. Greenwood trails. Getting late. Greenwood has a couple more at bats. This ball's lifted out toward right, but TJ's there. He'll reel it in for out number 3. So good job by Andrew Driver putting out a little bit of a fire. And we have played 5 from Mike Johnson Park with your score, Clover 2, Greenwood 0. Two, 4-0 for Clover. 0-2-1 for the Eagles. TJ, got to get some offense going here late in the game if the Eagles want to avoid dropping the season opener to a really good Clover team.
Absolutely. And like I was talking, you give up 2 runs. With our offense, you expect to be in every single ball game you play, but they've done a really good job so far as Joy's come back out 75 pitches trying to finish this inning. We're back to the top here, though. We'll see what Matt, if he can get us something going.
It is top of the lineup. First pitch to Matt Murray is.
It's a cheating strike. You got to leave that alone on an 0-0 count.
Strike 1. Curveball in there for strike 2. So, yeah, you mentioned we're at the top of the lineup. Top of the lineup is hitless so far today. And that's not going to be a for success for the Eagles this season. Matt had a really good at bat his last at bat. Drew a walk.
It's a close pitch there.
1-2 count to the junior. Outside, 2-2.
Another working another good at bat.
Matt really is our best pitcher. Just trying to work him back in from basketball season. This one's hit up the middle and diving play by the shortstop. And he robs Matt of a hit. Just didn't quite get enough of it.
Nope.
Kind of flared it out there, and the shortstop was able to come over and make a great play for out number 1. So 1 out for TJ Aiken.
Coming to the plate, number 5, TJ Aiken.
TJ's 0 for 2 today. First pitch he sees is outside. One 0. Swung on, lifted weakly to shortstop, and 2 quick plays by the shortstop. 2 quick outs for the Eagles.
Bring up Elijah Tiller. See if he can't hit something hard.
Now batting number 6, Elijah Tiller.
Boys just hadn't woke them bats up yet.
Yeah.
Early game.
We were talking about how we really wish we could have played last night. This one's grounded to second, right at the second baseman, and an easy 1-2-3 inning on the 4-3 putout. And Greenwood's going to have to do it in the 7th because we played 5.5. Clover still leads our Greenwood Eagles by a score of 2-0.
Double play innings.
Back with you as we play into the 6th, bottom of the 6th. Andrew Driver came in for Patrick Wood, got a pickoff, and then induced a fly ball to left or right field. Got the Eagles out of a little bit of a jam. See if he can hold it to a 2-0 ball game. Eagles trail. We'll have to get through the heart of the order for Clover.
See if baby Driver here can hold them off. So we got 3 outs here to tie this thing up or take the lead. We can hold them right here in this inning.
Look at all these bites we got.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're checkered now with red little dots all over us.
Oh, man. We look bad. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th.
Takes a ball on the outside.
This will be 4, 5, or actually 3, 4, and 5.
Cooper's on there.
This one's hit towards second. Nice play by Luke for the 4-3 put out. Quick out number one.
Good job by Andrew coming in and getting outs. Giving Greenwood a chance still.
That's all you ask for in a reliever. Come in, throw strikes, get outs. Pitch is low and inside. Ball one. Next pitch is low and away.
It's both teams for the next game are watching on their respective sides of the foul.
Ground ball at the middle. Coming to make the play is Murray. He gets to the ball, makes a nice throw across for out number two. Nice play that time.
Nice range there by Mr. Wayne.
Matt had to range over to his left.
I'm glad Luke broke off of that ball. Matt's momentum was going toward the bag there.
Two quick outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Cameron Zolo, the DH, who's 0 for 2. Not a lot of offense from either club.
Nah, just timely.
Timely hitting. This one grounded out toward Luke on a couple of hops at second. He throws over to complete the 4-3 put out. And that inning looked very similar to Greenwood's in the top of the inning. And we played 6 complete from Mike Johnson Park. Greenwood's got one more crack at it. They trail 2-0. All right, last chance for the Eagles. We go to the top of the 7th. Greenwood trails Clover 2-0, and Greenwood will send 4, 5, and 6. First pitch to Avery is upstairs, 4-1.
Is they going to ride out
Looks
the
like
pitcher?
they are. What's he up to, about 85? This was swung on and missed, 1-1. So it's Joy.
85 pitches right there.
He's been 6 complete, only giving up a couple hits. Next pitch, swung on and hit over the second baseman, and in there for base hit. Just got over the outstretched second baseman. Nice piece of hitting. The third hit of the afternoon for the Eagles. The first for Evan Avery of the season.
Finally got the leadoff guy on, Jim.
Hey, man, we got the tying run in
That's
the box.
Important. Be smart here. We got a pinch runner coming in. Look like Bennett coming in for Evan. Try to get some speed on the bases.
Patrick Woods 1 for 2. He's got one of the 3 hits already for the Eagles. Greenwood trails 2-0. This is our last chance. We play in the top of 7. Righty on righty matchup as Bennett Erickson is your pinch runner, as TJ mentioned. First pitch to Patrick's popped up.
Get out of play.
It will make its way to the
Looked like it hit the
stands.
A light pole there. Not a lot of deep drives out here, Jim, as I look back at these flag poles blowing straight in toward home today.
So leadoff man aboard for the Eagles. Hadn't said that much today. Call strike. Wow.
2 strikes.
Patrick falls behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted up, but foul. Same spot, very similar spot.
Yeah.
Behind the first base dugout.
I believe we got more foul balls right in that area all today than anywhere. Right over behind first base dugout. Pat's trying to work a 0-2 count into something here.
He represents the tying run here in the 7th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled. Good at bat from the senior.
Pat Wood done a good job today.
He really has. Pitched well for his ball club. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Could be 2. Shortstop touches the bag for 1. Throws across, and it is a double play.
Not what we needed.
Not what we needed. Just
surefire infield there, though. That shortstop's a good ball player. Makes a good play.
Yeah, that was just a tailor-made double play. And on the 6-3 put out. So the Eagles are down to their last out here in the season opener. Luke Godwin, who's 0 for 2. Jaden Adams waits on deck. We're back at it again this afternoon. We think around the 2 o'clock. It's scheduled for 2, might be 2:30-ish, depending upon the game in front of us. This game went pretty quickly, though.
It did.
10:48.
We've only been online an hour and 48 minutes.
So we may be on track. This ball's lifted up. Might be the ball game to the fielder as he steps back, and he will collect it for out number 3. And Clover defeats Greenwood today by a score of 2-0 in the season opener here in Georgetown. We'll come back and go over the box score with you. Once again, the final, Clover 2, Greenwood 0. Back with you from Georgetown. We'll go over the box score with you. Greenwood falls 2-0 in their season opener to Clover. And TJ, just a situation where the Eagles, you come down here ready to play last night and didn't get to play. Had to sleep on it, get up early this morning, not making excuses. But Greenwood just didn't bring their offense with them today and faced a pretty good pitcher. Give River Joy a lot of credit. The pitcher went 6 2/3. he went a complete game, but he had the batter's interference. So officially he was 6 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 base on ball, only 3 strikeouts for the young man, but was in complete control the whole game this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. And hats off to that kid. But, I believe Jaden had a single to lead off an inning, and then we didn't have another till Evan got that one here in the last of this inning here. But just like you said, them guys was ready to play last night as we was all out here at the ballpark waiting to play. And it's tough when you have to calm down off of that emotion and finally find your way to go to sleep last night and get back up at 6 o'clock this morning and get back out here. But Clover's a very well coached, very well baseball minded team as they made some really good plays. Good job out of their pitching staff. But, our pitching staff keeps us in games too, Jim. We're going to figure it out. But tough loss there. But got some positives to take away, even though in a loss is you lost to a good team there and a good pitchers from what we understand. But we'll have to swap out in black uniforms in between innings and see if we can't come out here and hammer Blythewood.
Yeah, not to be overlooked, as you mentioned, it's the positives. And you mentioned the pitching today. Patrick Wood went 4 1/3, gave up only 4 hits and 2 runs, 3 base on balls, 2 strikeouts. And Andrew Driver came in, looked very sharp, went 1 2/3, didn't give up a hit. So pretty good performance by the Greenwood pitching staff. But it was the timely hitting. It was the 2-out double. And Greenwood just couldn't get it going. And the top of the lineup really struggled today as 1, 2, and 3 went hitless. Yep. On the day, and that's not going to be a formula for success for the Eagles this season.
No, not at all. And we get the first run on a walk and get him over to third on a throwing error, and then he ends up scoring on the double. And then we get bases loaded, no outs, and they end up scoring the next run on a fly out. So, all in all, good job, but good team full of experienced players, and we got to figure out how to get more hits throughout the lineup we're getting right now. We got 1 or 2 guys spread out a hit here or there, and it's not the same guys, it seems, every game. So we got to focus. And I know they're a good team, Jim, as they got a lot of good bonding, and they'll figure it out. Is it more heartbreaking to come down here and lose an extra inning 17-15 or lose 2-0?
It's never good to lose.
No.
And we'll go over the box score quickly with you. Matt Murray was 0 for 2 with a walk. TJ Aiken was 0 for 3. Elijah Tiller was 0 for 3. Evan Avery was 1 for 3. Patrick Wood was 1 for 3. Luke Godwin 0 for 2. Jade Adams 1 for 2. Landon Steele 0 for 2. Ryan Stone 0 for 2. So the Greenwood Eagles get 3 hits in 22 plate appearances and only struck out 3 times, which is a positive. And they'll get it going. First time seeing live pitching in a while. And I know it's not the way you want to start the season, but it is what it is. And it's time to move forward. And you got to regroup quickly for another game today. You certainly don't want to go 0 for 2 on opening day. How many times do you have a chance to play 2 games on opening day?
That's right.
So Greenwood Eagles will regroup. We'll do it again this afternoon. Please join us. The official time is 2 o'clock, so we'll get on as quickly as we can, and you can check Greenwood's game against Blythewood this afternoon at 2 o'clock. TJ, been fun. Enjoyed it.
I appreciate it. We hope the bugs are gone for the second game, but we'll be back in a little while. Give you some more baseball.
All right, that's it. We'll see you in just a little bit.